tempting to ask people who believe in Allah to say, okay, we'll just toss that aside now and believe in the Christian God. You know, is there not a way that that religion could be, I suppose, modernised to deal with some of the issues that you're pointing out of human rights and women's rights and things like this, but still...
But she didn't deal with any of the issues. The 3 points she brought up got completely thrown in her face. What are the issues? I mean, brothers and sisters, you understand how they're just trying to throw a big smoke screen in front of your eyes and say, oh, Islam is this, Islam is that. It doesn't give the equal rights towards women. And remember, brothers and sisters, that if you did tune into the radio show that this Ayaan Hirsi was on, she was making claims that, for example, Islam wasn't giving the rights to education, etc. And there's no teaching again in Islam that says women cannot be educated. In fact, brothers and sisters, the first teacher, the first female teacher in the life of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was his wife Aisha, who propagated and taught many of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ their religion. She basically confirmed many hadiths, and she taught them many hadiths and sayings of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. So you see, our teacher is Aisha, the mother of the believers. But Ayaan Hirsi is now telling us that no, in the Islamic fundamental teaching, that there is no way that Muslim women can teach. You see how much she knows about her previous religion.
Retain its essential core. Well, many Muslim reformers from the time that the religion was founded, or actually the political philosophy was founded, have propagated that. And they've all systematically failed. Why? Because they were killed, put in exile, they were considered to be
yeah, load of rubbish. Yes. They were exiled when they went against the religion, whatever, yep.
They get what they want, and they
just fast forward this rubbish.
All of it, not just a part of it. And submitting to just a part of it means that you're not a true Muslim. I know it is difficult to say, okay, convert to something else. But in the 15th and 16th century, in the 17th century in the West, it was also a big deal for enlightenment.
Convert to what? Democracy? That teaches more humanitarianism? Oh, we see more humanitarianism by democracy in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Philistine. We see the democracy and the bombardment of killing innocent women and children. And Ayaan Hirsi, I challenge you to give me a single reference in the Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands to kill innocent women and children. But of course, this will be in the debate which we will have if you accept it and don't back out like a coward.
I think us to tell Christians, start using your own reason. Hirsi, for saying these things, I have of course noticed tonight that you've had to come in with heavy security. The first threats against me came in 2002, and I remember the Dutch authorities saying, we think this is a temporary thing. People have just been impassioned and they're very...
Ayaan, there is no threat against you. Honestly, stop dramatizing it. In fact, I'm happy you're making these claims against Islam, and honestly, I don't even believe you're worth it. If a Muslim is wanting to take your life, I don't even believe you're even worth it at all. In fact, I'm against any sort of terrorism. You can't just go and kill someone because they're just basically criticizing Islam. In fact, I lay the challenge out to you. I will execute your arguments, not you. I will execute your arguments on the debate format challenge. See, it's a war of knowledge, not a war of swords. That's ended, but of course it comes from the Christian side, where the atheistic side, the democratic side, where they're imposing democratic laws in Muslim countries by the sword, which I find really interesting, and they're doing it in Afghanistan, doing it in Iraq. By force, they're using their agenda to spread democracy by guns, wars, bombs, tanks, jet planes. They're doing exactly the same thing that she's accusing Islam with. You see the double standards. They say never throw stones when you're sitting in a glass house. In fact, Ayaan, you're not even sitting in a glass house. You have no leg to stand on. You're nothing. You're just flat on your face. So again, thank you for your hypocrisy. Ayaan, no one's going to execute you, okay? In fact, I'm quite happy that you're in Australia, and I hope nothing happens to you because I want you at the debate. Honestly, no one should touch this woman. In fact, it's against Islam to actually go out and simply execute someone because they're criticizing Islam. No one's going to execute, because being executed means she has run away from the debate. She has gotten away from the debate. No, we are going to set this debate so you can bring your responses, you're going to bring your accusations, and we're going to respond in a debate format. That's where the execution is going to begin. By knowledge, we're going to wipe you out. Not you physically, but your lies, your misconceptions, your misquotes and lies against Islam.
We'll send you to America, and when you come back after 3 weeks,
let's just fast forward.
States, one of the members of the Secret Service live a generation, because it's an entire generation today all over the world that have been contaminated with these radical thoughts and with this form of coming out and saying the sorts of things you've had. Has it been worth the cost to you personally? Yes, it's been worth the cost. I feel privileged to have been able to, at least in this great debate in the 21st century, to have contributed my little bit.
Contributed what? Bring your debate to a real format. Sitting behind a TV screen, having a debate by yourself in front of another non-Muslim lady who's not even counter-responding to your allegations is not a debate, Ayaan. Bring your case in front of a Muslim, all your allegations about Muslim women being oppressed, female circumcision, jihad, radical ideas that Islam preaches that kill non-believers at any cause, etc. That the Sharia law is it goes against any humanitarian system and belief system. Bring all your arguments to a debate format. That's my challenge to you. And we've done a wonderful job at answeringchristianity.com, our beautiful website, which executes all of the arguments made by not just Ayaan, but many of the Islamophobes out there. So Ayaan, if you are a person with courage, then debate these issues against Muslim apologists. Don't debate yourself. Debating yourself isn't a debate. I can debate myself as well. It's really easy. And at the end of the debate, I'll claim victory as well, because I'm only debating myself. Debate a Muslim if you have courage.
We're currently having a debate in Australia about appropriate levels of immigration and also how asylum seekers should be processed. How should countries decide who to allow in? I think we just completely and radically have to change the way we look at immigration given the new context.
Basically what she's saying is we should not allow any Muslims into this country because there are Muslims who come through immigration, etc. I want to end it here for the moment, and yes, please join me for the next segments, and please subscribe to my channel and let's support each other as Australian Muslims, Muslims all over the world. We must unite and keep exposing these people through radio, TV shows, and through YouTube and other mechanisms such as websites. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.